Ronald, although it was a defeat at Everton, it wasn't perhaps the worst performance from your side of the season. So are there a lot of positives that have been taken into this week's training?
Yes, you try. Disappointed about that result, but we know that's these are difficult games because even when they play at home, they are not caring about the way how they play. They only concern about getting points, and that's the end of the season, and that's much different than in the beginning of the season. I think we get sometimes more space to play. They know exactly the qualities of our team, and that means that you play always against a very defensive system of the opponent, and that will not be different this Saturday. And that's more difficult because you need to be more patient. You need to bring more quality in front, and then that's a little bit more difficult than in the beginning. And that's all about our performance. But we know, and the experience now is that we know how they play, and we have to handle that on a better way.
Are the players still confident they can make this a special season for Southampton in the final 7 games?
Yeah, of course. Now the situation on the moment now is that we're fighting for the 5th or the 6th or the 7th position on the table, and that's still very good. And okay, now we have a home game, and if you like to finish up in the table, you have to win this Saturday.
Another positive from last weekend was the fact that Liverpool and Tottenham, who you are competing with, didn't pick up maximum points.
Yeah, we know it's for everyone. It's always a difficult game, and it's not an easy one. And but you have to look to yourself and to do your best, and to have the ambition, the spirit, and the quality, and a little bit more difficulties in creating enough chances to score, and we have to work on that.
You've spoken about how you expect a very difficult test for your side, breaking Hull City down at the weekend, but they showed their character and their determination against the likes of Crystal Palace and Burnley in the last 2 home games. To take confidence from that?
Yeah, we look very comfortable playing at home, and we know the system that Hull is using normally. It's most of the time 5 defenders, and that means there is not a lot of space, and then you have to do with the good movements on the right moment, and I think maybe to be a little bit more aggressive in the box and a little bit more clinical than the last few games.
Hull have been dragged into the relegation battle at the bottom of the table. Does that make them a tougher opponent on Saturday?
Yeah, it's a tough one because they are fighting against relegation, and they need points. They didn't have a very bad game against Swansea because I watched that game on this weekend, and Swansea had 2 shots on target and scored 2 goals. And that's always difficult in the situation was for them. But they will come, and they will have the confidence, and they will have the organization to make it very difficult for us. And we know that, and we have to handle that.
In your last 7 games, you play 4 teams who are in the bottom 6. Some people may look at that and think that Southampton have got quite an easy run into the end of the season because they're fighting and so determined to stay up. Does it make it harder than some people may think?
No, at least the opponents are full with spirit and fighting for one of the last chances to stay on the Premier League. And that's always difficult because they fight for his life, and that means that it's not an easy one. And I don't agree to the people who said if you play against the bottom teams that it will be easy. No, there is no easy game in the Premier League, and you have to fight and you have to play. And if you don't play on your level, then you have a problem.
3 home games remain of this season. How important will they be in determining where you finish this season?
No, I think that the home games we have to win all of that, and maybe to win one of two away games, and then I think for sure you play European football, and that's the target, and the target is to win at least the home games.
Stephen Davis and Florin Gardos missed out last weekend. How are they looking ahead of Saturday?
They are back. They did today the normal session without any problem. And they will be back in the squad for this Saturday. Only Juricic had some ankle problems and he will be out for the weekend.
We've also seen Fraser Forster back around the training ground. He's obviously not able to be out on the pitch, but what is it for him to be able to be in this environment again?
No, that's his first step to back in the team and to have the talks and to the rest of the players. If you stay home, you feel yourself out of that, and now he's back and he's doing some exercises. Okay, he can't do a lot. We know that it will be taken a long time, but back to the training center and back to the related to the rest of the club, to the team is always positive, and it gives always a good energy to the player.